Hello, everybody. Today is going to be a little bit more of a personal update rather than speaking on the state of the world. Recently, I have started a new fitness journey, and one of the key motivating factors in that is that I have begun training as a professional wrestler. It's something that I have always sort of enjoyed in the back of my head, but recently I found myself sort of drawn back into following and thinking of the performance opportunities that can be afforded by professional wrestling, specifically within the world of William Shakespeare. And I started to hatch a dream in my head of the histories of William Shakespeare as played out as a professional wrestling show. Being able to take sort of 4 weeks and tell the story of Henry V and allowing the last night to sort of be a pay-per-view style culmination of all of the battles found there in that history. And this idea sort of grew to the point where I needed to know exactly what I had to do to be able to do that. I don't like to be able to ask anything of my performers that I would not ask of myself. So I have dived headfirst into training, and it is difficult. This is one of the hardest things that I've ever undertaken physically in my life. I was an athlete for a great many years, and this is harder than that. And this speech from Ferdinand from the Tempest sort of popped into my head today while I was sweating at the gym, just sort of beating myself bloody. So let's take a listen to Ferdinand. There be some sports are painful, and their labor delight in them sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This, my main task, would be as heavy to me as odious. But the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead and makes my labors pleasures. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her father's crabbed, and he's composed of harshness. I must remove some 1,000 of these logs and pile them up upon a sword junction. My sweet mistress weeps when she sees me work, and says such baseness had never like executor. I forget, but these sweet thoughts do even refresh my labors, most busy lest when I do it. It's a lovely sentiment about how loving something makes things not as hard, even though they are incredibly difficult. And there are some days in the gym and in the ring when I need a desperate reminder that I am doing this because I truly enjoy it. And regardless of how hard it is or may seem, it is actually a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me. Until tomorrow, cheers.